Hey everybody, don't throw away those leftover biscuits or rolls or canned biscuits or whatever kind of biscuits you've got, because I'm going to show you today how to make a scrumptious and yet delicate breakfast for yourself or for family or friends. You can even make it casual if you want to, but we're going to make it a little elegant. So I have 3 biscuits here. I made biscuits 2 nights ago. I had 3 biscuits left, so I threw them in this little Ziploc bag, put it in the refrigerator, and today I'm taking it out and I'm going to show you how to make wonderful glazed cinnamon biscuits. I am heating our oven up. I've turned it on broil, and I have 3 leftover biscuits here. You can tell that these biscuits are different sizes and different shapes, and the reason for that is because I hand rolled these biscuits. Had I cut them with a biscuit cutter, they would all be the same shape, but it's fine. I love to roll my biscuits. So now I'm taking a serrated knife. Actually, this knife is called a tomato knife, and it's just wonderful for slicing and peeling tomatoes. So I'm just taking the knife and I'm cutting our biscuits in half. I'm trying to get it right in the center, so that each one will be about the same thickness. So here we go, looking good. And there we have our 3 biscuits. Now I'm going to take some butter that has been sitting out and it has come to room temperature, and I'm going to spread each biscuit with butter. The biscuits have little holes in them. You can see the little air pockets in them, and the butter will melt down into that, which is going to make it that much more luscious. If you wanted to, you could take a knife and you could poke some holes down in there, just like that. Sometimes I do that, and that allows the butter to soak in the biscuit more. So let's continue, and let's very quickly get butter spread on all of our biscuits here. So tell me in the comments if you save leftover biscuits. Y'all, I used to not save leftover biscuits, and I'm ashamed to tell it, but I would actually throw them away. But there are so many ways that you can use leftover biscuits, and as many hungry people as we have in this world, I truly am ashamed that I have not, that through the years I have thrown away literally more food than just biscuits. So I try to be really careful about that, and I don't throw away anything anymore at our house. I try to use everything that we have, because God has blessed us to have it, and I certainly want to be a good steward of it. So I'm being a good steward today of these leftover biscuits. So now we have butter on our biscuits. Now I have mixed together some cinnamon, just cinnamon in a little container like this that you buy at the store, and some sugar. I like to keep it mixed. Now you can buy it that's already mixed, but I mix my own cinnamon and sugar, and I won't need all of this. So what I'll do, I'll just put it in a little airtight container and just put it back in my cabinet or in my cupboard in my pantry. So now I'm just going to spread the cinnamon on top of each biscuit half, and I like a lot on mine. It's just going to be so good, just like that. Spreading it, sprinkling it on there. Now I'm going to come back and put a little bit more butter on each biscuit. Just putting a little bit more butter on top of each biscuit, and it's just wanting to stick to that and jump around. But the butter is soft. If the butter were harder, it would come off with this knife easier. So I'm just going to do that just like that. I didn't want to touch it, but I guess that I can go ahead and touch it like that. Just like that. But I do want a little bit more butter on top. So I'm going to work, in fact, I think I'll get some butter that's hardened out of the refrigerator and cut it up in little tiny pieces, and I'll put it on top. In fact, let me just go ahead and do that right now. Normally I have everything just right there ready so that you can see what I'm doing, but this time I kind of messed up, didn't I? So let's just keep going. Here we go. We've got some hard butter now, but I do like to spread it with soft butter. So now we have some butter, and I'm just going to cut just a little tiny piece. Let me wipe this off. Okay, here we go. See this butter, that's what I needed, was some hard butter. I'm going to put just a little thin piece of butter on top of each one. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, getting some hard butter out as well as soft butter. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit more butter on top of the cinnamon and the sugar, and I'm going to pop it in the oven on broil. Once it gets done, I'll come back and I'll show it to you. We'll take it out of the oven, we'll let it cool, and then we'll mix up our glaze, and we'll finish that delicious, scrumptious, elegant breakfast. Okay, our cinnamon biscuits are ready to come out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool. We're going to mix up a glaze, put on top of it, and then we're going to put together our plate. Okay, our cinnamon biscuits are out of the oven, and so now I have mixed up some glaze. All this is powdered sugar with some water. So now I'm going to glaze. I've let it cool. I wanted to tell you that because if you glaze it while it's hot, then it's going to melt. And I'll come back and I'll double glaze this because there again, you know, I like a lot of everything. So here we go. We are glazing our cinnamon biscuits, and y'all, this just takes it up a notch. It just takes it to another level. It is so, so delicious. I mixed up too much glaze, but I can use it on something else. I'll save it too. We don't throw anything away, remember that. We just don't throw it away. So, and this is so simple, so quick and easy. Your grandchildren would love this too. They would just love it. It's almost like a dessert. My Doug will love this too. He loves anything with cinnamon, and I realize that some of you have said that you don't care for cinnamon, so you might want to top yours with something else. So I'm just going over it again, making it delicious, more scrumptious. Okay, so now we have it. So now we're going to fix us a little plate. I have a little glass plate here. I told you that we're going to make it kind of elegant this morning. And we're just going to take one of these little cinnamon biscuits. Actually, we might put two on here because I can certainly eat two. And we'll take this one and put it right there. We're going to add some strawberries, just like that. And look, there you have a delicious, beautiful, scrumptious breakfast. We have cinnamon glazed cinnamon biscuits. That's what I'm going to call them. Glazed cinnamon and sugar biscuits. Let's call them that. Glazed cinnamon and sugar biscuits. We have cheese and we have strawberries. And it just doesn't get any better than that. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. Thank you for helping me to make these glazed cinnamon and sugar biscuits. I hope that you, like me, will promise yourself that you will never throw away another biscuit. There are just too many delicious ways to use them. Please share our videos, and I hope that you will make some of these really, really soon. So now I'm going to taste it. I know it's delicious. I love cinnamon and sugar, and I love bread, and what better combination can you get? than a good homemade biscuit, butter, cinnamon and sugar, and a glazed made out of powdered sugar and water. And how simple and how inexpensive. That is so, so good. Y'all, this is like a dessert. You honestly could make biscuits the day before. If you're having company, you could make some biscuits the day before, put them in the refrigerator. They would be leftover biscuits. Take them out, make these, and serve them. Your family will love them. I'll see you again really, really soon.